Hey guys, BB coming at you here from BB Vape Reviews. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite tanks ever, guys. It's the Freemax Mesh Pro tank, guys. So we're going to break in here and we're going to see what it's all about. Stay tuned. Alright guys, let's break this thing open and see what it's all about. The Freemax Mesh Pro Super Sub-Ohm Tank, guys. One of my favorites, right? I've been using this for a while now, but let's take a look and see what comes in the box. Of course, you got your user manual, which nobody ever uses or looks at or whatever, but we'll pop it open, just kind of take a glance, which is what most people do, right? Now, here's one of my favorite features. I use this one. I use the bubble glass a lot. It does come with both options, and that's going to give you a little bit different on your capacity of e-liquids, depending on which tank or which glass you use. Also makes a difference on which coil you use, and we'll get into that here in a minute. But it does come with this, with both glass, so you can decide what you like. Put it back in. You're going to get the spare coil here, which is a single coil, and we'll talk about that here in a minute. Inside of here, oh wait, let me show you how this works real quick. On top of here, I hope you can see that little red dot right there. That little red dot is where you give it a shove, and it's going to open right up, and that's where you fill her up at, right? I love how easy that is. The only negative I will say sometimes is one time I closed this, guys, and it didn't quite get all the way. So I don't know if you can see that where it's off just a little bit. That will cause a little air to leak, and it'll leak out this bottom here. So make sure when you put that together, you close that all the way. You'll kind of hear it click, and it'll stop. So make sure that happens. It also has airflow on the bottom, which is, it has a stop on it, which I love that. You can't keep spinning it past. You know, you got either all the way closed or all the way open, but I love that feature on this tank. So let's open this up. And you'll see it does come with the coil in here. And if you look down inside here, this is going to be the dual coil. So it comes with the single and the dual. Super easy to change, just like most tanks you guys are used to. Just fits right in there like that. Those two make connection, just like so. So it does come with a single and double, but I want to talk to you guys about these other coils that we also have down at the store that you can use as well. So let me show you here. You got the single coil, and I'm going to try to read this here. Hopefully it'll show up on camera for you as well. But the single coil is a 0.15, and it runs from 40 watts to 70 watts, guys. So that's your single. If you look down inside there, it is a mesh coil inside. So the mesh wraps completely around the inside of there. You got more surface area. You got more flavor. That the more of that cotton that touches the mesh, since there's so much of it, the more flavor you get. You get so much flavor out of this tank, guys. But that's the single. Then you also have the double. If you look down inside there, it's a little bit bigger, and this is where you start getting into, depending on which coil you put in, how much juice capacity you have. You can put the bubble glass on, but you put one of these bigger coils in, you're gonna lose some of that capacity. But this is the double, and guys, this one is, let me see, it's a 0.2, and it's gonna go from 60 to 90 watts on that one, guys. Next up, we're going to have the triple, just the same thing, just three of them down inside of there, right? So now you got three of those mesh coils inside of there. Absolutely amazing flavor on the triple. It's one of my favorites. But the triple is a 0.15, and it's rated from 80 to 110 watts on that one. And the last but not least, we have the quad. Look down in there, you got four bad boys in there just waiting for juice, man. That's a lot of surface area for that juice to hit. You talk about flavor and cloud production. But this one has... It's a 0.15, and it's rated from 80 to 120 watts. Now, that's the big boy. Okay, guys, the one I decided to go with is the quad coil today. I absolutely love this one, right? The cloud production is amazing, as well as you have all of this mesh. You have so much surface area on here for that juice to get into that the flavor is absolutely amazing. So we're going to go ahead and wick this up today a little early, get it going before we put it in the tank. And check this out. On the side are these little holes on a couple of these slots. Now, what those are for, this is absolutely a brilliant idea. I'm glad they did this. So as you're wicking this up, as you're pre-wicking it, these two channels right here and on the other side right here go straight into the middle inside of there. So that not only is your juice getting through on the outside of here, but it's also going through right directly to the middle of those coils. So those coils are being saturated from all around every side. It's going from the inside out and from the outside in. So you very rarely, you never really get a burnt taste on any of these. It stays pretty saturated pretty well. But let's go ahead and start kind of wicking this up. Kind of pre-soaking it just a bit. And like I said, I always make a mess, guys, but I always like to overdo this more than anything else. Now, this does have the 5 mil capacity, the 5 mil juice capacity with this tank. But when you start using these bigger coils like this, you're getting into more like a 4 mil juice capacity, something like that. So it does kind of cut down a little bit on the capacity of that tank, but I think it's well worth it to get the performance. Now, like I said, I try to get just a little bit of juice inside of there too, right in the middle, so it goes from the inside out. I work that. I'll tell you a little bit more about this too, guys. There is a stainless steel single mesh coil available, so if you're into temperature control, you can get the stainless steel one too, and they go anywhere from 400 degrees up to 550 degrees. All right, we got the quad coil all juiced up and ready to go. We're going to put it back into the base here, screw it in nicely. The threads are great. There's no grip, there's no grab, there's no gritty feeling. It's just nice and smooth. I want to show you on the bottom of here too, there is a gold-plated 510 pin, which makes it really nice. It fits most any device. You can adjust that if you need to, up and down just a little bit. Now, I am going to use the bubble glass today. I do love the bubble glass. This is my personal tank, guys. I use this all the time, and I absolutely love it. Goes on there nice and smooth. We're going to find the little red dot, give it a push. Super simple fill. We just put it in like this and wait for the magic to happen. This tank is a 25 millimeter diameter. It has a dual bottom airflow and an 810 drip tip on the top. All right, that super tank is super full. Let's pop it on a device and give her a couple tokes and see what we think. All right, now for the fun part. We got it all set up, all juiced up, ready to go. I wanted to point out, too, this is the black version. I don't know if you can see those little, how intricate those designs are in there. I love this one. I love the black metal one. But there are so many different colors out there. There's some resin ones that are all resin. There's gunmetal, there's silver, there's chrome. There's a ton of those out there. So the colors are available, a wide variety of colors. Okay, let's see. Let's get this thing fired up. So this one is the .15 quad coil. Good from 80 to 120. So let's just take this thing up to right on the bottom. Let's go to the 80 right away. The bottom part of that range, 80 watts. Let's take a little toke. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, I think it's that mesh, the mesh inside of there. The flavor is phenomenal. That flavor is spot on. There's just so much surface area that's being touched by liquid that gets warm and hot and vapes, and it's just amazing. All right, let's bump this thing up to 90 and see how she works on 90. Look at that, 90. Here we go. Let's take a hit. Amazing for 90. All right, let's bump this thing up to 100 watts and see how she hits at 100. So 100 watts. Good hit. Oh, that flavor is absolutely amazing. It's popping there. Let's take her up to the 120. Full max range of this coil. Full recommended range of this coil. Let's see what we got. Oh my gosh, what was that? A half a second hit? Woo! Huge cloud production out of that quad coil, guys. And the flavor for me, it's a little bit warm for me. I'm going to come down to about 110. And see if I can find that sweet spot where that flavor is just right. Let's make it triples. Let's do 111. That sounds like a lucky number, right? That's it for me, guys. 111 is my sweet spot on the quad coil. The flavor is perfect. We got plenty of vapor happening. So, yeah, 111 is my sweet spot. So this is, like I said before, one of my favorite tanks. I use this all the time. This is my go-to. I use this tank more than anything else that I have in my arsenal. This is it. This is it for me, guys. This is the one I love. So yeah, 111 watts is my sweet spot, guys. I absolutely love it there. This is the best tank I've ever had, ever. I love this tank. The flavor, if you go between 1 and 10, I'm going to give this tank a 10. All day long, this tank is a 10. I absolutely love that mesh coil inside of there. The flavor is phenomenal. It's amazing. And it just pops, and the vapor production is good too. The coils last forever. So that's my review on the Mesh Pro. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you get time, give me some comments down below, guys. Let me know what you think if you use this. If you use this tank, is there certain things you like, don't like about it? If you've ever used the stainless steel, the temperature control, I've never used that myself, so I'd love to hear what you think of that. But till next time, guys, this is BB out. I appreciate you coming along. Give me a subscribe, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Vape on. Appreciate it, guys. See ya.